Hey, what's going on? So today we're gonna do a new cocktail. So this is one. All right, we're already starting this YouTube channel off on kind of a sketchy foot because the name of this cocktail is a little weird. All right, so this is one that I just recently found, and I think it's super fun, and it tastes delicious. And I am not a huge tequila guy. I don't really care for tequila. I'm more of a I like my darker, liquors. I like whiskey, bourbon, and dark rums. Oh, I love a good dark rum. The plantation is my hands down. If it comes to rum, it's plantation. But anyway, this is a tequila cocktail for today, and it is called the Mexican Firing Squad Special. So, what you're gonna need is a couple things for this one. Grenadine. So this is Rose's cheap grenadine. I'm sure this would probably be a lot better if you made your own grenadine or you got a higher quality grenadine. This is not that, but this will work just fine for what we're doing. And actually, I kind of like the level of sweetness that this brings. It's almost sickly sweet if you try it on its own. But that's kind of good because there's no other sugar in this. So the strong agave and the tequila is going to kind of balance out with a little bit of the sweetness, extra sweetness from that. The other thing you'll need is your lime juice. Again, this is my really fancy lime juice. Is not fresh squeezed lime juice. This is bought in giant bottles from Walmart or Sam's Club, maybe. Either one. You're also going to need Angostura bitters. These you can get just about everywhere. I typically get them at Publix because it's cheaper generally than at the liquor store. So look around. I know they sell them at Walmart, Publix. Most grocery stores, I think, sell them. They're usually over by wine. But that's your bitters. And then tequila. So I don't have a whole lot of options here for tequila. I've got this, which is El Epsilon, 100% pure agave, Blanco Tequila. The other option I have is terrible, so we're not going to use it. All right? But anyway, you'll need your shaker, a way to measure, one of these little bad boys, or something to strain this off with, and then a glass. All right? I'm just going to use regular rocks glass for this, and I've got my big cube of ice in the freezer. So let's go ahead and make this bad boy. So 3/4 of an ounce of your grenadine. Like I've said before in some of the videos I did on Facebook, use your syrups and your things that are like sticky before you use your alcohol or your like acidic, like lime juice, lemon juice, things like that, your citruses, all right? That way it washes all that nastiness out of there. Anyway, all right, 3/4 of an ounce. Lime juice right in there, and then 2 whole ounces of tequila. My tequila's not wanting to pour very well. There we go. And then the recipe that I got called for 4 dashes of Angostura bitters. If you think that's going to be too much, knock it back a little bit. I like Angostura bitters, but if that's going to be a little on the high end side, probably peel it back, especially if you've got a bottle like this one that has seen its better days and the dashes are quite large sometimes. So, all right, 4 dashes. Everything into your shaker. Close that bad boy up. Give it a good shake. There are my big old ice cube. You don't need these giant ice cubes, but I like them. I think they're fun. And I've got the molds for them, so why not use them? Now, typically, I would say double strain this because depending on your ice, you might get little shards in there. I don't mind the little shards in there, so they're just going to float if they get past my little Hawthorne strainer. All right, these Hawthorne strainers are super cheap. You can get them at like Target. A lot of times liquor stores will have them right by the counter. Totally worth every bit of the $9 you'll spend on them. All right. Strain that bad boy out. Little orange peel just right on top. Just a little squeeze, a little express. That's it. Twist it up in there, and there you go. Mexican Firing Squad Special. It's a really cool, slightly sweet, just gorgeous flavor from the tequila. I'm sure if I used a higher quality tequila, it would probably be even better. But this, man, this is such an easy thing to drink. It's really fun. It's kind of a classic. I was told, don't know how true this is, I was told in some of the research I did, thanks Google, that this was around the early 1900s. So don't quote me on that, but that's what you got. So go ahead, give it a try if you want to try something with tequila, and let me know what you think. Anyway, I've got a couple more coming up here pretty soon. I'm going to do an aviation pretty soon, which is a little divisive. Some people love it, some people hate it. I'm in the love it side. The aviation's coming up probably next, and then I've got a couple others coming. All right, so I've been asked to do an old fashioned, right? I love old fashions, but I've been asked to do it a couple different ways. So stay tuned. You're going to get the old fashioned video. I'm going to do it one way that I do it, that I think is the correct way, and then I'll do one way that's the not correct way that I've been asked to do it before, and I think that people are asking me to do it this way because they know it's just going to tick me off. So anyway, stay tuned for all that. Until then, have a cocktail, and remember, don't drink and drive, drink responsibly, all those fancy things. All right, have a good one.